It's been a while since we had class. Let me see if we went all the way through wellness. I don't think so. Yes, I wanted to go over this document again because I don't think we finished it. And then the speech I gave at Native Oratory. This is how can my non grew up in this house. Our our house chief was Johnny Bennett. Yaklanas Doublefin Kilauea. Chief George Yeltsatsi was next door. Yaklanas, he has a Doublefin Kilauea at the top of his pole. This is one of the most intricate Haida poles ever, which is actually a duplicate of a pole at Class where Old Man Chief Yasdaji lived. Oh, Nanjaragan Unsa is here. And this is Thomaskolka's House of the World. This house met Gramber House, and this house met two houses. So just very small picture of how can showing those three houses. Welcome Nanjaragan Unsit. I did introduction speech, which I'm not going to go over. Right here, I'll just start with Ik Kunisi Wias, our precious ancestors. Right here is where some of the poetry started. It's actually this goes right here. So we'll go over these phrases and then go around the room. Well, let me explain it first. Ik kagan, we are walking. Kamanu ik udangan, we're listening in a deeper way. Hawidan ik kunisi, watluan tla, talan ijam. Suddenly all our ancestors are behind us. Ya'ank is be still. Kunisi kuyas we're not telling the ancestors to be still. These are two separate things. We're telling the precious ancestors, Talan, Kialan, Gien, Gudanga, we are watching and listening. Atlin, Talan, Ijam, we are here. In Haganan U, Kunisi, Uyas is. The reason is because of our precious ancestors. So in other words, we are here because of our precious ancestors. And that is where the poem ends. So let's just do the poem first. So we have eat kagan. When we say eat, our mouth has to go really wide. Eat. And then you could hear a little bit of breath coming from the corners of the mouth. Eat, 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 kagan. Eat, kagan. Eat, kagan. Eat, kagan. Big Bear.
Ich klagen.
Dann Jadigan Unse.
Ich kagen.
And then we have Daman U. Eat Kudangan. So this is our breakup right here. We're going to say these two like it's all one word. Daman U. Eat Kudangan. And our tone is getting right in here. Daman U. Eat Kudangan. Daman U. Eat Kudangan. We're listening in a deeper way. Big Bear.
Damanu ich kudangan.
And Jadigan Unse.
Damanu ich kudangan.
Let's see. Let me find that breakup. This is a little bit longer phrase. So we done by itself, and we go into these four. Then we go into the pronoun and verb. So we done. Ik kunisi watluan tla. Talan ijan. We done. Ik kunisi watluan tla. Talan ijan. We done. Ik kunisi watluan tla. Talan ijan. Big Bear.
Adam ich kunisi wadluan la talang ijan.
Dann Jadigan Unse.
Kawidan ich kunisi watluangla talang ijang.
Before I forget, we have 2 classes left, Wednesday and next Monday. And then hopefully we'll be able to start up again this fall. So just want to throw that out there. I will have evening classes Monday and Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Alaska time through May. And then I have to have June and July off because I'll be traveling. Okay. Ankh is. Remember our rule, whatever comes before the HL blend has to be pronounced all together. Ankh is. Ankh is. Ankh is. Ankh is. Be still, Big Bear.
Ja, ach is.
And Jadigan Unse.
Ja ank is.
Kunisi, this time we have at the end of the sentence because Kunisi Quios doesn't make a sentence by itself. So we have to add the fragment marker to make it a complete sentence. Notice I didn't do it up here because it's not a sentence, it's just a title. So for this phrase, we have to end with Kunisi, Kuyasa, precious ancestors. Kunisi, Kuyasa, Kunisi, Kuyasa. Big Bear.
Kunisi Kuyasa.
How Namjaragan Unse.
Kunisi Kuyas
Hulagan how Okay, there's no breakups on this one because the pronoun is actually coming at the beginning. Talang Kialang Gen Kudangan. Talang Kialang Gen Kudangan. Talang Kialang Gen Kudangan. Talang Kialang Gen Kudangan. Big Bear.
Kalong, Gudungan.
How Nanjaragan Unse.
Talang Kialang Gen Gudungang.
How as we are watching and listening. Bachlin Talang Ijang, we are here. Bachlin Talang Ijang. Bachlin Talang Ijang. Big Bear.
Aklan, Talong, Ijang.
How Nanjaragan Unse.
Atlan Talang Ijang.
How okay. This one will have a breakup right here. These three words have to be said like they're all one word. Genhaganan u. And then we go into kunisi, kuias, is. The reason is because of our precious ancestors. Genhaganan u, kunisi, kuias, is. Genhaganan u, kunisi, kuias, is. Big Bear.
Genhaganan U, Kunisi, Kweas, is.
Hulagan how Nanjaragan Unse.
Gin Haganan U Kunisi Kuyas is.
Hulagan how And so that is the end of the poem, but we're going to go into the rest of it. Certainly we respect our precious ancestors. We love our precious ancestors. Our ancestors are helping us. When we speak the Haida language, then we know we're Haida. When we speak the Haida language, our ancestors hear us. We treasure our ancestors' language. Our ancestors are speaking to us. Can you hear them? And so on. So let's go right here. Now this phrase, I didn't develop. It comes from the dictionary. All I had to do was change out the pronoun and the verb ending. So in the dictionary, they have certainly they respected. Oh, I think I added queos, precious. So the dictionary says certainly they respected our ancestors. Let me take a look. Find out exactly. Find out exactly what changes I made. So, Yukdung. So if I go to Yukdung, it's right there on page 471. Oh, they had, certainly they respected the elders. So elders is Kayas. So I switched out Kayas for Kunisi Kuyas, precious ancestors. And I switched out for each. And then Yukdungun, I changed out to Yukdungun, present tense. So we have, I know this looks like Yankian, but it's not. It's Yankian. Yankian U is going to be pronounced as all one word. Kunisi Kuyas un, and then the pronoun and the verb. Yankian U ga kunisi Kuyas an ich Yakdangan. Yankian U ga kunisi Kuyas an ich Yakdangan. Yankian U ga kunisi Kuyas an ich Yakdangan. Big Bear.
Yankian u kunisi kweas an ich yandangang.
Hulagan how nang jaragan unsit.
Yankien u ga kunisi kuyas an ich yakdangang.
Hulagan how Okay, this phrase I did develop. Each kunisi kuyas, our precious ancestors, age, because, in other words, because of our precious ancestors, we love. So, love being the verb, not the noun. Each kunisi kuyas eshu each yadam. There is another way of doing it. The old-fashioned way would be to get rid of the ng. So in other words, no tense ending, and it makes it unconditional. Because when you add the ng, you're saying that you love presently. So there's two different ways of doing it. I grew up only hearing this version. It wasn't until I went to college that I heard this version. So neither one of them are wrong. They're just two different ways. Let's do both of them. Each, we'll do this one first, and then I'll add the ng back on. Each, oh, I gotta do the breakups. It's just right here. We'll say this first, and then we'll go into the pronoun and the verb. Ik kunisi kuyas u. And it's a good time to come up for air after saying those 5 words, and then go into the pronoun and verb. Ik kuyada. Ik kunisi kuyas u. Ik kuyada. Ik kunisi kuyas u. Ik kuyada. Big Bear.
Ich kunisi quias ich u ich quiara.
Hulagan. How Nancharagan Unse.
Ich kunisi quias esh u ich quiara.
Hulagan. How and now we're gonna add the verb ending. So the ng is back on. Ich kunisi quias esh u ich quiadan. Ich kunisi quias esh u ich quiadan. Big Bear.
Ich kunisi quias ich u ich quiara.
How Nancharagan Unse.
Ich kunisi quias esh u ich quiaran.
How I think it's important to know both ways of saying that. I'm partial to the unconditional version. Okay, now we have our ancestors are helping us. Ik kunisi, ik item. Our ancestors are helping us. There's also two different versions of this verb in the dictionary. I just went with the easier one. Ik kunisi, ik item. So the real tone mark that we really want to hit is I, right here in the middle of the verb stem. Ik kunisi item. I am pronouncing this K after ik. It's just subtle. Ik kunisi ik item. Big Bear.
Ich kunisi ich quiadan.
How Nancharagan Unse.
Ich kunisi ich quiaran.
How this, I believe, is from the book That Which Makes Us Haida. It's a really good book if you're collecting Haida books or Haida language books. That Which Makes Us Haida is a treasure. It even has some Haida CDs in the back, some Haida language CDs in the back, with some of the elders speaking. So, Hadkish Langusus Blue, we already have our breakup. Whenever you see a comma, that's a good time to come up for air before you go into the rest of the phrase. Ik hatai han ik unsit wan. When we speak the Haida language, then we know we are Haida. Hadkish Kalangusus Blue, Ik hatai han ik unsit wan. Hadkish Talangusus Blue, Hatai, Han Ik, Unsit Wan. Big Bear.
Kichtstalon gusus slu ich hatai han ich unsetwang.
Gulagan. Nanjaragan Unsit.
Hadkish alangusus glu ich hatai han ich unsitwang.
You're gonna send me this so I can print it out, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'll send it to both of you. Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm at work and I won't have time later. Let me download this into a PDF and send it now. Otherwise, it will never get done. I often do this in class. There you are, Big Bear. And there you are, Nandradagan Unsit. And I'll just put precious ancestors and attach it. There it is. And send. Okay, out of email and back to our document. Welcome, Dorothy. Okay. This phrase here, a student asked me to write it. And as you can see, I used the framework from this phrase. So it was fairly easy to do. So I just took this part and then added our ancestors, us here. So our ancestors hear us is the translation. So when we speak the Haida language, our ancestors hear us. So obviously the beginning's the same. We just have a different ending. Xaad Kil Class blue. Each Kunisi Talangudangan. When we speak the Haida language, our ancestors hear us. Xaad Kil Class blue. Each Kunisi Talangudangan. Big Bear.
Adkiktu talangusoslo. Ich kunisi talangudangang.
Oh, Hulagan, how Nandradagan Unsit.
Hadkish Alangususglu each kunisi talangudangang. I had a question, Doc Juice.
Sure.
For the second part of that sentence, how come we say each kunisi talangudangang and it's not like talang each kunisi gudangang? I feel like I'm used to seeing sentences where the like what verb is gudangang, I guess is maybe what my question is.
Gudungan is here.
Yeah, I guess I'm used to like the thing right before the verb is whoever's doing the verb. Like to what I'm used to seeing, it feels like it's saying we hear our ancestors, not our ancestors hear us. And I was wondering how you know which to put where for the nouns.
Let's see. That's a good question. I see it as because this is our ancestors, and this is here, and and then the active pronoun talang for us. I'm having trouble differentiating. Let's type in how you imagine it should be. Nanjada Ganunsit.
I can't remember if talang is the same pronoun that you use in this spot in the sentence, but it would just flip talang and each kunisi.
We
Is-
can't. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, let's try it. Xaad Kil Class flew, talang ik kunisi gudangam. Oh, I see what you're saying now.
And again, I can't remember if you would use that pronoun there or not. If you changed talang to something else, I can't think of what it would be, but
No,
it
talang's
just
the right pronoun.
talang's the right one. It just I was wondering if there is a reason to do it the other way, or if they needed to be flipped.
I think they need to be flipped. I think you're right. I'm going to change this. Good catch, Nanjadagan Unsit. You're so smart. You're right. This is the way it should be. Because when it's this way, it's saying that our ancestors are doing the hearing and that it's us. Yeah, I can't explain it. Very good. I got brain fog right now, but with it being phrased this way, each Kunisi Kudangam, our ancestors are doing the hearing. Where the way I had it, it was us that were doing the hearing. And that's not what we're trying to say. We're trying to say our ancestors hear us. So now it's correct. Hawa Nanjadagan Unsit. Okay. Now that it's corrected, let's practice it. Adkish Talangusus flew. After the comma, we have a chance to come up for air and then finish the phrase. Talan ik kunisi gudangam. When we speak the Haida language, our ancestors hear us. Adkish Talangusus flew. Talan ik kunisi gudangam. Big Bear.
Kich talang gusus lu, talang ikunisi gudangang.
How Nanjadagan Unsit.
Hadkish talangusus glu, talang each kunisi gudangam.
Dorothy, are you listening in today?
Your email has no attachment.
Oh, that's interesting considering I attached it, but maybe I sent it off too fast. Let me take a look. No preview available.
Nope.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah. With the corrections.
Yeah. um, oh, yeah. So with the corrections, I have to do a new download. Okay, download is done. Now go to email. Click on attach. Here's the updated version. I wonder if the file's too big. It says that it's there. And I click send. No preview available, but the attachment is there. The paper clip is there. Let's see. Yep, it's there this time.
It came through on mine.
Yeah. For some reason, it didn't stick the first time. How, or letting me know, Big Bear. Okay. Oh, Elon already means our language. So I don't have a we and a R it up here because the R is already in Keelan. Each Kunisi Keelan Gun. We treasure our ancestors' language. Meaning habitually because there's two guns.
No. No.
I'm looking for an error.
Stupid.
Does it need Talong in there?
No, because because Keelan covers or and each covers we. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we still need a pronoun, even though Keelan has or in it. But this time it would be, we would just have two each because it's not an active sentence. Each Kunisi Keelan, each Kuyagangun. We treasure our ancestors' language. And so I thought it was complete because we was covered and R was covered. But we still need the pronoun before the verb. So each Kunisi, Keelan, each Kuyagangun. We treasure our ancestors' language. Hawad Nanjaraganun said, Ik Kunisi Keelan, Ik Kuyagangun. So that's the breakup is right here. First, we say oh, this is confusing. Since Keelan already has R in it, we don't need to eat. Kunisi Keelan, our ancestors' language, we habitually treasure. Kunisi Keelan Iagangan, we treasure our ancestor language. Angwa Nanjadakanunse?
Kunisi kilang ich kuyagangang.
I mean, Hangwa as in right? I'm just asking
I
for
didn't
your
catch the
feedback.
Hangwa.
I think it looks better now. Big Bear, Kunisi Kilan Ik Kuyagangan.
Kunisi Kilan Ikwayagangan.
How okay.
Uh-oh.
For this one, we have our ancestors are speaking. The K is two and Talan is us. Our ancestors are speaking to us. Ik Kunisi, Talan Kusugan. Our ancestors are speaking to us. Ik Kunisi, Talan Kusugan. Ik Kunisi, Talan Kusugan. Big Bear.
Ik Kunisi Talan Kusugan.
How Nanjaragan Unse.
Ich kunisi talang gusugang.
How this question here comes from Ginny Stephen Brown. He grew up knowing old Haida because he was raised by his grandparents. So you're not going to find them in this Haida question. So da, you, the KW is a question marker. Kil, voices are language, are words, and then gudang, here. So the W is silent. Da, kil gudang. We just round our lips at the end. Da, kil gudang. Da, kil gudang. Da, kil gudang. Big Bear.
Kilgugang.
How Nanjaragan Unset.
Dak kilgudang.
How a couple of phrases our ancestors taught me. So regarding these two, in both situations, I was walking down, well, I lived in two different places. The first one, I was living in Oregon. It was 5:30 in the morning. I was walking down the hall of my house, and the ancestors spoke this phrase into my mind. I never read it anywhere. No one taught it to me. Nang islangam, flyest flew. when a man is peaceful. The second phrase, I was walking down the hallway of the house that I live in now, and here in my hometown of Housefly, Craig, Alaska. But this time, I opened my mouth to speak Haida, but I had no idea what I was going to say. And out came Ik Kilan Halang. We are learning our indigenous languages. Ik Kilan Halang. Ik Kilan Halang. I think Big Bear is away from the camera. Nanjaragan Unset.
Nang islanga dlias clue. Ik kilang alang skatang.
How there you are, Big Bear. Our first phrase is Nangi Shlanga, Dlias Clue. And our second phrase,
Has to. Kilong, talong, skatong.
how And so I encourage you to be receptive to our ancestors speaking to you. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. I'm going to skip the part about my non. That's a picture of her from the 1940s. To those of you who want to learn your indigenous language, please say, Dylan Watluan, Udinash, Tlatska. All you folks have courage. Be brave. We'll do this phrase here. Dylan Watluan, Udinash, Tlatska. It's a command, so there's no tense ending. Dylan Watluan, Udinash, Tlatska. Dylan Watluan, Udinash, Tlatska. Big Bear.
Talong, waluan, good night. Patska.
How Nanjaragan Unsit.
Dalang wadluan good night klotska.
How your ancestors are waiting for you to speak your indigenous language. Let's not disappoint them. We'll say these phrases. Dalan Watluan U Sajugan. So just kind of a breakup right before the verb. Dalan Watluan U Sajugan. You are all great. Dalan Watluan U Sajugan. Big Bear.
Talong, waluan, usajugan.
How Nanjaragan Unsit.
Dalang wadluan usajugang.
Just so you know, this verb has lots of meanings. It can mean you are excellent. It could mean you are excelling. It could mean you are a gem, you are a rock star. Lots of different meanings. Dilan Watluan U Kuyariya. You are all loved. I think we need that's not a complete sentence. Quirias is that's that is the noun. Dalan Watluan U Kuyadan. You are all love. There is another way of saying it, and it's from an old grammar book from the 1800s. I think it's by Charles Harrison. So that's what I was trying to do. And I did it here as well. But since I don't have the grammar book in front of me, I'm going to have to change this one too. I just have to be careful as the verbs are similar. And I like using the elders version, underline KWII instead of underline KUY. Okay, so this one needs a gun. Yeah. Okay, let's do these two at the same time. Dalang watluan u kuyadan. Dalang watluan u kuyagan. Dalang watluan u kuyadan. Dalang watluan u kuyagan. Big Bear.
Dalang Wadluan U Kuyagan. Oh, I missed the first one. Dalang Wadluan U Kuyadang.
Hulagan. How nice catch. Then Jadagan Unsit.
Dalang Wadluanu Kuyadang. Dalang Wadluanu Kuyagang.
How so we have Dalang Wadluan U Agan. You are all sacred. Dalang Wadluan U Kagangan. You are all safe and protected. Inang Lao Ijan. Life is good. Make your life the best. Dalang Wadluan U Agan. Dalang Wadluan U Kagangan. Inang Lao Ijan. Big Bear.
Hinang Lao. Hinang Lao Ijang.
Did you say the other two?
Nope. Dalang Wadluan U Good Kitang. Dalang Wadluan U Kangangang.
And Jadagan Unsit.
Dalang Wadluan U Gudgit Agang. Dalang Wadluan U Kagangang. Hinang La U Ijang.
This image says, honor the ways of our ancestors, for it is in their footsteps we will find ourselves. Red Tree Woman. So I just ended with this photo. Gracious heart is fortunate indeed. Dalang Watluan Lagan. I thank all of you folks. And then the protocol for the very end is you do the sign language with it and you say Hawa 3 times. So it's Hawa kudos, Hawa, Hawa. Thank you, gracious ones. Thank you, like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do both of these. Dalan Wadluan Kilt Lagan. I thank all of you folks. And then Hawa Kudos. Hawa. Big Bear.
Dalang Wadluan Kilagan. How Kudals. How
Nanjaragan Unset.
Dalang wadluan ant kilt lagen. Hawa kudals. Hawa.
Long Lagan. Hawa. I think I should really quickly, I have to go back to work. Downloading that file once again. Sending the file once again. More changes were made. I'm just going to put ancestors on this one. And get it attached. Send. And it went out and with the attachment. Okay. I want to thank you guys so much for being here today. If you have time, I hope to see you guys Wednesday.